Divine Risings, my beautiful collective soul family. Happy weekend. And I want you to be safe on this weekend. You know why? Because I've been picking up that energy of somebody thug ass baby daddy out there with his children. Knowing damn well he shouldn't be out there with his children when he got people on his top. Okay, let me tell you something about how peace is better than beef. Okay? Sometimes you got to make peace. Peace with yourself, peace with your children, peace with your family, peace on the streets. You understand? Leave that street stuff alone. And I feel like you too old to be dibbling dabbling in the street and the gangs and all those things that you're affiliated with, because right now you putting your children in position. Confirmation, you heard that? Okay, thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do, because Spirit always come through. By the way, that smoke that you seeing, that's frankincense. Okay, that is not no drug use, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do, because Spirit always come through. Like I said, mind that energy out there in the street, especially when you know you got beef in the street. Why would you walk around the streets with your children, okay? This is a careless man, okay? This man felt like shit. I can make more kids. That's how selfish and careless this person is. So, girlfriend, be mindful of that baby daddy, that thugging in the street that's constantly saying, let me get the kids today. I need the kids today. You know, that anxiousness. You understand? And you know, you can have a feeling. You get a feeling when they say, well, why you asking for them like that? Why you want them like that? Come on now, you tripping. Yeah, see, this is the energy that I'm feeling. I know it's in the collective, okay? It's not a coincidence that I'm feeling this energy. So if you got a feeling that you know your baby daddy out there doing something he ain't got no business doing, you know people probably on his top, why would you let your kids go with him? Okay? Especially when he asking for them in that manner. As to rush you, give them to me. Let me take them. I got to do this. I got to do that. Why would you want to do this and that with my kids? Okay, remind him of that. Okay, and if it don't feel right, it ain't right. I ain't picking that up for nothing. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do, because Spirit always come through. And let me tell you how anointed and how protected and how shielded your children are. Okay, the Most High Divine Creator is going to cover them. It's going to watch them. It's going to keep them safe at all costs, because no matter what this man got going on in his life, that's for him, not for them, okay? So even if you did put your guard down and let them go with him, and God forbid anything happen, your children will be fine. You understand? Because the Most High Divine Creator will intervene, okay? The Most High Divine Creator is on the scene, and he ain't playing with these people. He ain't playing with them at all. Please understand that, and please know that, okay? You will be good. You will walk away from this situation. So if you know right, do right, okay? If you know better, do better, okay? The Most High Divine Creator sees everything and knows everything, okay? This ain't come out of nowhere, so pay attention to the energy that's around you, okay? You literally got a man who's thinking, oh, if anything happened to these kids, oh, well, I can make another one. But if something happened to me, I can't do nothing. You know what I mean? They putting their self over their own children. And I've been feeling a lot of that energy out there. A lot of men are putting their self over their own children. You understand? As in to say, I ain't doing nothing for them. They don't reach out. They don't call me. They do reach out. They do call you. You ignore them, and then you don't answer the calls and things like that. You know what I mean? And then you got a nerve to have multiple children, and you doing this to multiple children. You think the Most High Divine Creator ain't watching them, honey? Please. So any of the single mamas out there that's stressing because they baby daddy ain't helping, they baby daddy don't do this and don't do that, the Most High Divine Creator is the creator, okay? He is the father, the daddy in the sky. So when you need somebody to provide over you and your children, you got to get that relationship with the Most High, okay? You ask the Most High Divine Creator to provide your needs and what your children need at the same time, okay? And if they need a new daddy, guess what? Mama's babies, papa's maybes. And that's a shame. That's how real it is out here, because daddies have the choice to say yes or no. Just like mommy have the choice to say yes or no. But if you ain't going to be there, I mean, ain't nobody stopping you. But the Most High Divine Creator watching you, okay? So you better act like it, because he gave you children, first of all, to test you, to see what you was going to do with his creation, to see what you was going to do with his blessing. You going to take care of his blessing? You going to deny his blessing? You going to kill your blessing? What you going to do? See, the Most High Divine Creator is watching things like that, okay? So if I was you, I'd pay attention to that. Listen, the children are everything, okay? They the ones that keep it going. They the ones that make us young. They the ones that give us life. You understand? They are the new beginnings. So we got to get a grip on the children, okay? We got to open up that village, because I feel like a village is trying to form. It's coming back together, baby, okay? You understand? And this is a village of spiritual soldiers. You understand? The Most High Divine Creator know what you need. He know what you gotta get, so he gonna supply, multiply and supply. You understand? So you gotta let him come in, and you gotta let him work, and you gotta let him do the things that he needs to do for you. I am telling you, get and build a relationship with the Most High Divine Creator, because everything you ask for, he will give it to you. Especially if he see fit that you can do it, that you earn it, that you deserve it. You understand? He ain't just gonna give it to you because you think you could just ask for it like that. No, he sees something in you. That's what makes him want to give it to you, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do, because Spirit always come through. Ladies, get a grip on your baby daddies, especially if you know they out there in the streets, and the streets don't mean them no good. The streets don't love them, you understand? But they don't understand that, and that's something that they got to learn. This is why most of them either go to jail, 6 feet under, or they get out of it. You understand? Not a lot of them getting out of it, okay? It's the money. Money is the root to all evil. And they feel like, oh, well, she got me on child support. She got me doing this and she got me doing that. But just because she got you on child support, that it means she forced you to go out in the street and be a thug and be a gangster and be a blood and be a crip or whatever you want to call it. She didn't ask you to go out and do none of that to supply and take care of the children. Just like these single mothers who have these sons who feel like they got to be their fathers. She didn't ask you to go out in the streets and sell drugs and take people's lives and take stuff from people's houses and take money from them. She didn't ask you to go rob, steal, and do all of that stuff to help provide. She asked you to be still and let her provide for you. No matter what the struggle, let me tell you something. No matter what a struggle is that a single mother is going through, she is going to make a way for her child regardless. You understand? Even at her hardest, she is going to make a way for her child. So children, fall back and sit down. Learn from the struggle. That didn't mean for you to go out there and be a gangbanger and killing people to help your mom provide for your siblings. No, she said, help me do this by doing the right thing. Go to school and get your education. Even if you didn't go to school and get your education, get educated, okay? She also said for you to get a job. If you want a job, if you want certain things and you want this and that and the third, get a job. Hello? She also told you to tap into your talents, your skills, abilities. You understand? So you can be a better person, a better man, a better woman. She did not tell none of y'all to go out there and be in the streets, okay? That was your own mentality that put you there because you felt like you needed some fast money. Let me tell you about fast money. Fast money ain't the way to go, honey, because you got to do some strange things for that change. You understand? You don't want to do no strange things for them change. Some people got to get initiated and want you to kill somebody out there in that street and get you paid like that. Come on, that's what you really want to do? That's what you really want to do? You got prostitutes selling their bodies for some fast cash. You understand? That's not cool. That's somebody's mama. That's somebody's sister. That's somebody's auntie. Could be somebody's grandmama too. You understand? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do, because Spirit always comes through. Then you got the drug addicts that's out there that's trying to get some fast cash, and what they doing? They robbing their mom and dad blind. Not just that, robbing them, they robbing people out in the street. They robbing stores. They robbing this and that and the third. You understand? So mind your mindset. It's you that put yourself in the position that you in, especially when you do the things that you do. Nobody holds a gun to your head and told you to do it. You did it yourself. This is what choice is. This is what free will is. But know the difference between good and bad. You understand? Because some free will lead you down the wrong path. But when you pay attention and open your eyes, you'll see what's right in front of you. Your path alone. And let me tell you that everybody have their own individual path. Okay? Because when you return to the Most High Divine Creator, you return alone. Nobody will be there holding your hand side by side while he judging you. You understand? It's going to be you by yourself, butthole ass naked, transparent, okay? And he's going to tell you about the good and all the bad that you did in this world. And he's going to remind you of the people that you didn't forgive or the people that you just ran all over. You understand? So fix it now. Fix it now while you're here on this earth. Okay? I'm sending you also much love, light, and prosperity. Please understand that the power of prayer is powerful. When you pray together as a unit, when you are a believer and pray together as a unit, now you already know what that can do. So stop playing. Put your pride down, put your ego down, care how you feel about this person, that person, the third. People need prayer. People need love. It's a love and learn.